name is Dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity dom, dom, diggity.
All right, bet. What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm glad I felt that.
No cap. It's Diggity Dom here with Joe Saza. What's poppin', bro?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Shit, life's been crazy, but want to see what's poppin'. I know you've been doing a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
First, I want to get into how did you get into music?
In middle school, I did poetry and writing. I've always been a fan of music, but it wasn't until I got to high school where I was surrounded around artists and people like you, Dante, and just kind of really seen another side of what it meant to be a musician. And it was just always, I knew it was something I wanted to do. I would always be the person who's I couldn't sing, but I wanted to be singing any song that came on the radio. So I would say it's always been a part of me, but when I got to high school, it was just I got kicked into it was a jump start for me. It showed me another perspective of it, and I was I really want to try my own take on it and see what I can do.
That's right.
But yeah, my family's also a bunch of artists, so I've always been around music. It's just, I was more, I say I've always been an entertainer, so I've been into theater and everything. But yeah, music jumped in high school.
Yeah, I seen you on act, bro, and man, that shit is that's just deep, yo.
Yeah.
For real. It's everybody doesn't realize everything that goes into doing a play or music.
Very
or
much
something.
so.
And you see buying in it, bro. Music, the theater, everything.
Thank
you. Music videos.
Yeah. I've been trying to jump into kind of the behind the scenes, but I know I've always been somebody who's loved attention and kind of being. I say it a lot. I've always been a performer, since a child, just kind of getting everyone to sit down and be let me put on the show. But yeah, I think high school was a big part of my life. It was just vital for me as an artist to kind of again, show me the other side of a professional show or actually producing and writing a song and recording it. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, how was it growing up in Boston and, kind of the scene there? Were you living in Boston your entire life?
Yeah.
I know you moved around a little bit, so tell us that story.
Yeah, so I've been in Boston since 18 years old. I think the only two places I've been to really throughout my whole life is Boston and Florida. When I was younger, I've taken a few family trips to Florida because I have family out there, but Boston's really majority of all I know. It has its ups and downs. It's a hate and it's a love and hate relationship with the city. Just because I've seen so many different aspects, and I've always felt kind of the black sheep or the oddball, kind of I've seen everyone kind of going down this path of whether it was athletics or streets or whatever the case was. There was always something where I was I don't feel like I fit in, but I know that this is home to me. So it's always been a situation where I've tried to find my place, and I've been kind of sheltered by my family in a sense. When I was younger, we couldn't, we live on a dead end, so I couldn't, they literally drew out a line on the street and was couldn't cross. So it wasn't until middle school that I really started to kind of explore the city and get a taste of other feels of it, from Dorchester. So I've gotten to see kind of the, I don't want to say gentrified feel of Boston. You feel me? I getting to Newberry for high school. So it's expanded along with my experience just in life in general. But yeah, I love Boston. It's definitely home to me. And it's treated me well. Yeah, ups and downs, love and hate. It's very strange, but it is my city. Yeah.
Now, how would you say the music scene is out here, and then trying to be, an upcoming artist when you're just like starting out?
Yeah.
And now, like how that progression's been.
I really feel like the music scene is very underrated. I think we have, and the amount of artists that I know from Boston who are so much more than just talented, is just, it's crazy to me, the fact that like Boston isn't really, in a sense, on the map. I really feel like Boston could be a place like Atlanta where it becomes a mecca for music, and just art in general. But we don't really have that many artists that have kind of pushed out, which is very surprising to me. But again, going to Boston Arts Academy and School for the Arts, it was just, I was surrounded by a bunch of gifted ass people.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Yeah, you can vouch for that. And so I really kind of have always wanted to kind of make a push for it. And again, of course, I found my team out here as well. So majority of the music scene that I know is kind of underground, but so much better than a lot of mainstream artists today. And it's not a knock to anybody who's doing their shit in the industry. I just feel like Boston doesn't get as much credit as it deserves in terms of musicians and the amount of stuff that we can do here. And I think right now, and it's tricky because, again, I'm on my own path right now, but I'm very big on trying to get attention and the recognition for Boston as a whole in terms of all the artists. I think, yeah, there's a lot of people. I have a whole collective of artists, you know, the Hooligans, that we've, since high school freshman year, it started off as just freestyling and kind of kicking around. But I think a lot of us really, really are trying to find our place and trying to really do the same thing in the sense of just not only put ourselves out there, but unite together and kind of help each other. I know my issue throughout high school was kind of the idea of appreciation and recognition from the people within Boston. I think a lot of people on the outside of the music aspect of it don't really, I'm not going to say understand what it takes, but it's more of a sense, I feel like to me, Boston's a place of, if I don't know you, or like, you feel me, you're not a friend or somebody that I'm really connected to, the support is kind of off, and it's something that I've always had an issue with, especially when I first started, because I thought I was a very confident and kind of borderline conceited artist. So just to see like me kind of every day writing and recording and doing all of this stuff and hearing everybody tell me like how good it sounded, but then again kind of the support in the aspect of like when I put music out and word of mouth or actually spreading that, it kind of fell short. But I think we've definitely progressed since then in that aspect of it, and I'm just waiting to see where it goes from there.
No cap, yo. I want to get you on this festival if you're available.
When? Let me know.
July 3rd, Boston Urban Pride Music and Arts Festival.
July 3rd will be a week I'm out here.
Word. Yeah, you know, they just asked me to fucking direct it, Jesus Christ.
For real.
But like, it's events all weekend from like June, I think 29th, like the Thursday through the Sunday.
Word.
So the big, you know.
10 days after Juneteenth.
You know, the vibes.
Yep, I'm with it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if you heard that, like, we were just protesting like the regular Boston Pride like some years ago.
No, I didn't.
They were being like mad racist and stuff. And so Boston Pride, this like they dissolved. Boston Urban Pride evolved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're for the people, So I've been working with them for a minute, and you know we're just gonna finally make this annual. But yeah, pretty much we're gonna be doing this festival starting this year. It's gonna be the third year with the whole like weekend of activities. So,
Right.
It's gonna be like a nighttime boat ride, you know, like.
You already know. I'll definitely be there. I got you.
It's gonna be vibes.
That's fire.
But yeah, all about, you know, any artist that performs, you get all access to every single event. So,
Word.
you with your team, pull up, and be vibes.
Well, that's appreciated.
Of course, like, honestly, the whole reason that I do what I do is all about, you know, helping and also uplifting everybody, bringing us up together. Because like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like it's the same thing you're saying about the support. You know, we can say things all day, but until people actually
really
like,
put in the effort and the work to.
Exactly.
It's kind of just
Facts. And like, for y'all that are watching, it's as simple as a like or a share. You know, that stuff is free. You know what I mean?
Very much so.
Like, even if you don't have no money to your name, if you're watching this video, somehow you have access to internet.
Mm-hmm.
So all you gotta do is spread the word, spread the article.
That's all we're asking for.
Exactly. And you know, a little bit goes a long way.
Right. And it's all love regardless, and I'm aware of that. It's just, support is free. You know,
Facts.
We're not asking for much.
Facts. Things is wild. Now, since, you know, get into cannabis,
right?
how would you say cannabis, does that like play any role in like the songs you make or your creativity or anything?
Yeah, I think cannabis plays a big role in my life, just in general.
Word.
I've been an avid smoker for some years now. I think for me it's more of just kind of it's a relaxer. It helps me. It calms me down and helps me kind of maneuver through just every aspect of life. I think for music, when I had first started smoking, it was funny because I would say like I could smoke and then I could write like 10 songs in 3 hours, and it was just it would just clear my head up because I think when sober, I think I have a lot of mental issues that I kind of when I was younger honestly ran away from and kind of just try to suppress it, and cannabis was a part of that. Now it's kind of for me more of an idea of like with my people in Florida, we sit down, psychedelics, cannabis, whatever the case is, it's more of a tool to kind of just help us really work through our problems. And then same thing with music, you feel me? I think music is, or listening to your own music and creating music is a active therapy for me. And same thing with smoking. It's just, it's part of my life, genuinely. It's something I love.
That's what's up. Now, is smoking your primary way to consume, or do you like edibles or vapes or anything? I'm
a smoker, man. I started with it, and I like the feeling of actually inhaling and exhaling. To me, is what calms me down.
Yeah.
It's that idea of just inhaling all the negativity or stress that I have with that smoke, and then on that release, it's kind of just like, it's not forget all these problems or fuck them. It's just, again, I can not to say I can do better without them, but it's the idea of just, it's a relaxer. It calms me down, and it's just releasing that energy that I have pent up while still being able to kind of express and go through these problems I'm dealing with without that idea of just pent up anger or stress just being held up in it. Because I think it's so much better to go to understand yourself and your own mental and your problems when you have a clearer mind and more of a relaxed sense. So I think smoking definitely does help me with that, and weed in general. But yeah, inhaling, smoking, blunts are my thing. I do edibles. When I was younger, I didn't really, what's crazy? Yo, edibles to me are like, they're strange, because it's either I don't feel it at all, like it just doesn't work for me, or it works too much, and it just becomes a paranoia type of feeling where it does the complete opposite of what I'm trying to do. So I haven't found that that right kind of sweet spot for me, which is why I stick to kind of just the spliffs, rosin, and Fonso.
You fill it out,
Right.
Piece by piece.
Literally.
Yeah, edibles. I've noticed people with high metabolisms usually have to eat first, and that usually helps. Then still have to like dose it out.
Right.
People be saying that it's like a certain amount of milligrams, and it ain't nothing. And then sometimes it's the opposite.
Literally.
So
yeah, no, I keep my edibles for psychedelics. To be honest, I started taking shrooms, and that's kind of my go-to now. Not go-to drug. Weed will forever be my go-to drug, to be honest. But yeah,
that's what's up. Yeah, shrooms are.
They're spiritual.
I feel like they're underrated because like they have a lot of benefits, but not a lot of people understand how to take them or like the science behind it.
I think with every drug, it's the idea of just if you're not abusing it and kind of just taking it just cause to take it or cause you see somebody else taking it, I won't say every drug, but psychedelics, I tell people, like, I stick to my earth-made psychedelics.
Yeah, no cap.
Mushrooms and weed are really like my only two things that I really take in and partake. Yeah, if Mother Nature got it, there's just something about that makes me feel like comfortable with it.
Facts.
Like, all right, okay, I'll take it. It's no problem.
Cover up the earth, you know what I mean?
Right. And I only use shrooms when I want to like meditate or really kind of get into go deeper in my mental and kind of understand what's happening in my mind.
Word. That's fire, yo. Definitely feel the vibes. Yo, alright, so alright, here it goes. Most important question of the night.
I feel like this about to be like something of the last question. Like, most important question. Yo. What's your favorite food?
I mean, shit.
Go ahead.
That's a hard
It's a
question.
very hard question, you ain't gonna lie.
But, shit.
Lasagna, though.
Yo, I'm lactose, bro.
You know what? Me too, though. I'm not gonna lie. There's just something about lasagna.
Yo, I be messed up for days, bro. Like, anyway.
Put me on my ass. Yeah, we getting off topic. Let's go, my bad.
Yo, alright, most important question of the night.
I'm ready.
How can the people follow you?
Alright, so you can follow me on all social media at I am Joe Saza. That's I am Josaza. You can find my music on all streaming platforms, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. The day one has been with us forever. Started off on that platform at Joe Saza, 2 words, Josaza. And yeah, really keep in tune. I'm gonna get on YouTube soon. I really want to start kind of going in that avenue and have my own platform, but I've kind of strayed away from it for a while because I've been in the mode of building up and trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with it. I used to say I'm a perfectionist. Now I just say I'm like very articulate in what I want to do.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it'll start off from something very small, and then I have to work it out until I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So YouTube coming soon. I am Joe Saza. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. TikToks are also coming soon. But yeah, I am Joe Saza or just Joe Saza. It depends on what you're here for,
Yeah. That's what's up.
That was a great question, by the way. That was a great question.
No cap. Like, y'all, you need to make sure that you literally go follow, like everything, stream everything, purchase everything.
Please.
Cause you don't understand how much that means to us, you know what I mean?
Very much so.
We love it. We love y'all. Before we wrap up, is there any last things that you want to leave with the people?
I'm working on an album now, Gutterland, coming soon, 2022. I also have a clothing line I'm working on called Social Thriller, and just a lot more content. I'm trying to dive more into film, so there's a lot coming. I've really been in a cave, trying to build up all my content so I can keep it consistent for you guys. So patience is a virtue, but I am loading up and I am getting ready to drop a lot of content for you guys. So just stay tuned. Like my dog said, just go follow all of those social medias. Go check out the music.
Vibes. Good looks, bro.
God bless. Thank you for this opportunity.
Appreciate it. All right.
Come on.
My name is Diggity Dom.